Joining the debate tonight, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP, Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate in the Supreme Court, Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Vivek Srivastav, political analyst. But my first question goes to Tehseen Poonawalla, Congress supporter and political analyst. And today, are you supporting the Congress, Tehseen Poonawalla? Simply because, this is the last straw. Tax on toilet, pay to poop. Even that is not free in your own home. In urban centers, are tax inspectors now going to go and check how many toilets exist in a certain residence, and then probably the next year or the next month, when you have more problem in paying government employees' salaries, maybe you will also tax depending on how many times people go to the toilet. Is this the most bizarre tax that anybody has ever heard of?
Thank you for having me on the show, Navika. And in case any general knowledge questions are there, I have written everything down. Capital, total population, total square kilometers. In case we want to get into those debates, everything
total
is
number
down.
Of toilets? How many
I will
states?
come to that. I'll exactly come. That is exactly what I'm coming to. So I was wondering, how can such a flashy story come out almost as if it wants to make, and it almost smelt of making you sit down with the edge silent. And I was wondering, where did this poop come from? And then I realized that obviously a notification which does not go into effect is made into a story, a state government notification that hasn't gone into effect, and it's flushed down the media so that it's carried away. So there are two reasons. Why is this story carried today? Because in Uttar Pradesh yesterday there was a massacre, and the deputy speaker in Maharashtra today attempted to commit suicide against reservation. So a diversion has to happen. But now let's go to the story. Let's flush the story down. The fact of the matter is that there has been no such tax. There is a proposal made, a notification that goes to the government, made from some bureaucrats. The deputy chief minister says it's rubbish, flush it down, it's thrown away. 21st September, and suddenly today this notification is made a story of what somebody did not poop is constipated all across the media. I am surprised. I'm sorry for this language, but I'm extremely surprised. Yes, there is a 100 rupees charge per toilet. And yes, there's a counting of toilets that have to happen, because Himachal is a hilly state that has to have a good sewage. And there's been floods in Himachal. One of the reasons of environment damage is to have a good sewage system. So you're counting toilets, and yes, you'll have a water charge of 100 rupees per household in the urban areas. What is wrong in that? I don't understand. Look at the water bills in other states. If the government is coming, and look at how this is masked. Oh, the employees didn't get their salary. No, the employees got their salaries on the 5th. It was delayed by 5 days to save simple interest and thereby saving 64 crore rupees. This has been clarified on Times Now. Tell me, when did the employees not get their salary? But the fact of the matter is, and I want to end here quoting one gentleman from one newspaper, Jairam Thakur, the BJP chief minister, newspaper Times of India. He says Himachal is being discriminated against. We're talking about 2022. The deficit of Himachal will continue to go up. And he then met Nirmala Sitharamanji asking for an extension of the package. In my next segment, I'll tell you how Himachal has been discriminated against. But one last thing. Why all these financial stories only against opposition states and not the BJP states? Why was this story never against Jairam Thakurji when he went to Nirmala Sitharamanji saying how Himachal is being discriminated against? That is what we are talking about. And therefore we say it seems like a constipation spread everywhere against the opposition states.
Well, Tehseen Poonawalla, you're questioning why the story came out. 4-page ka notification hai. It's a 4-page notification.
That didn't go into order.
Can I please complete?
It was rejected by the government.
1 minute. It's a notification.
Any babu, tomorrow when I'm in government, some babu gets me a notification.
Tehseen Poonawalla, either
I uses a toilet paper and throw it away. How does
either you become the anchor of the show or allow me to speak.
No, I'm asking.
Mera show hai.
Sure.
Mera show hai.
Sure.
Let me make my premise here. It's in fact not even a 4, it's a 5-page order, and it clearly says that in urban areas a tax will be levied at 25 rupees per seat.
Sure.
Right. Now, Shehzad Poonawalla, is highlighting the story a problem, or is the thought behind the toilet tax a problem?
First of all, I hope Tehseen won't interrupt me, because all that he has spoken is pure gas. since he's taking the analogies forward. And Tehseen Poonawalla, either you're so incompetent that bureaucrats remove any notification and your ministers are clueless, maybe they are more involved in learning from the UP model, which they should. Even the second minister has acknowledged that UP model is better than Congress's model. But having said that, now tell me, Tehseen Poonawalla, you said that all of this was pure fiction. Flour increased from 9.3 per kg to 12 per kg for poor people. Rice from 10 rupees to 13 rupees. Oil from 113 to 123 rupees. Subsidy on electricity, where you are going to give 300 units free, cut. Diesel increased by 7 rupees a litre. What happens to the farmers? Cement increased by 20 to 25 rupees per bag. You had promised free water, free electricity, petrol, diesel sasta hoga, milk sasta hoga, stamp duty sasta hoga, cement sasta hoga. You have increased the prices of all those things, including water tax, which was never there, 100 rupees per connection. Are these all fictions? Now I'll tell you what has happened. जहां जहां कांग्रेस आई वहां वहां लूट महंगाई और बर्बादी लाई. फ्री बिजली, फ्री पानी का वादा करके टॉयलेट पे टैक्स. This is the first party in the history of the world, Navika, which has a motto of लूट एंड लोटा. ये लूटती भी है एक हाथ से और दूसरे हाथ से लोटा भी थमाती है. बताइए, मतलब कि राहुल गांधी की पार्टी का चरित्र देखिए. फ्रॉम कर्नाटका टू हिमाचल दे मेड बिग प्रोमिसेस एंड बिग क्लेम्स कि खटाखट ये दे देंगे, खटाखट वो दे देंगे, और दिया क्या? या तो मूडा स्कैम का लूट, या तो हिमाचल में लूट, या तो लोटा, या तो मिल्क के दाम बढ़ा दिए, या पेट्रोल डीजल के दाम बढ़ा दिए. मेरा केवल इतना सवाल है. नाउ ही इज सेइंग अबाउट फिगर्स. लेट मी टेल यू व्हाट इज द ट्रूथ. Congress, when it left the government in 2017, 48,000, 50,000 crore was the debt of Himachal Pradesh. Despite paying the interest, the 5-year debt that was increased in the Himachal Pradesh during BJP tenure was merely 19,500 crores. And Congress in the last 2 years has taken debt of 24,000 crores in 2 years. So imagine if Congress continues like this, it will overtake Sri Lanka also. Just a small state of Himachal will overtake Sri Lanka. Now, before Tehseen Poonawalla says other lies, I must just tell him one thing, that Congress party should tell us that what is their model. They said they will promise, they'll give everything free, everything free. आप OPS तेलंगाना में लागू कर पाए? नहीं कर पाए. आप यहाँ पर OPS लागू करने के बदले आपने सैलरीज और पेंशन डिले कर दिया. Please sir, I have not interrupted you. Thirdly, please tell me 1500 rupees कितनी महिलाओं को दिया? 300 यूनिट फ्री कितने घरों में दिया? मिल्क 100 रुपीस पर लीटर खरीदने वाले थे, कितने लीटर खरीदे? जॉब्स 5 लाख यूथ को देने वाले थे, कितने जॉब्स दिए? आज इसका जवाब दीजिए आप.
तहसीन, respond.
And no gas.
गैस पे टैक्स नहीं है.
The fact of the matter is, now, two things. Again, a lie is being told. And the paper that the BJP spokesperson is reading from should be used as toilet paper and thrown away. And I'll tell you why. OPS is not the reason for any reason of financial burden, because the OPS scheme until 2003 was for everybody. It's post 2003, which means the first batch of payments only come after 2034. So OPS has nothing to do. I've already explained and given you evidence that salaries are paid. Only one time the salaries were changed to save out short-term interest, which helps the state now. I am quoting Jairam Thakur ji. 7,000 crore rupees of GST compensation is pending. This is June 2002. Apart from that, 2,000 crore rupees of the revenue deficit grant and 3,500 crore rupees today. That means you owe me about 11,000 crore rupees as of today. Please give me my 11,000 crore rupees. Why is it that opposition states from Karnataka to Kerala to Himachal have to suffer? That is the question. Why do
so you're not paying them? They don't have money. The deficit that the Himachal government has is the outstanding that you owe them, and in the meanwhile, people of India and people of Himachal have to pay toilet tax. All your fault.
अब मैं बताता हूँ कि how this should be discarded and flushed away, these facts. You know, when Mr. Modi has come to service, he has increased the devolution to states from 31% to 42%. Karnataka, you have quoted. Under UPA, funds received 60,000 crores. Navika ji, kaan khol ke suniye. Under NDA, funds given to Karnataka, 2.4 lakh crore. And this is apart, not including, apart from the national infrastructure projects that center is funding, apart from Kisan Samman Nidhi, apart from Ayushman cards, all of this is alag. Now, in Tamil Nadu also 4x rise, in Himachal also, let me give you example of Himachal. Himachal Pradesh, whatever they are saying, only for flood relief, Only for flood relief last year and this year, 1,148 crores. The borrowing for states like Himachal have increased from 3% of GSDP to 5% of GSDP. This is the reality. And Tehseen Poonawalla, OPS अगर कुछ problem नहीं create करता है, तो in your 2024 manifesto, show me where you have promised OPS across the country.
Well, the question is not
Can I
about
just say one-
OPS.
can I
Question
just
is
say
not
one
about
line?
diesel and
Just one
petrol
line,
prices.
just one
The
line.
question
One
is
line.
the question
One
that I
line.
want to ask
One
Vivek
line.
Silas. When